Hello everyone. The pre-roll apparently won't work as I wanted to. Hello everyone. The pre-roll. How are you doing? Let me just get the window here. Oh my god, there's so many people. Hi everyone, and I'm so sorry for the confusion yesterday. I have no idea what happened because Mario, thank you again for letting me know what was happening. I had the stream set to today, my time 5 p.m. and it just started yesterday. When I went into the settings for the stream, it was still there set for today and not yesterday. I have no idea what happened. Oh, hello Fohammer, Mr. 42, Joe, hello Trans Girl. We've been chatting a little bit before. Inquisitor Bacon, Rob Parks, Jayberts, hello everyone, and thank you. I just got this dress out of my clothes bag of summer clothes because technically we wanted to be in the house by now, so all of my summer clothes are in a garbage bag basically, and it's warm and I wanted to feel it a little bit more summery. Hey Elon and S. Campbell, I am pretty good. I'm still a little bit tired. Some of you have heard, I think I had some pretty bad issues the last days with pain in my whole upper body, but it's getting better. It's great. Hey Mr. P, you know what happened was a sim test, right? Yeah, Mexican Bob, I'm sorry, you guessed it, it was a simp test. Some of you did fail. No, I'm joking. I really don't know what happened because I had to do another, I don't know how to say it in English, event for this stream because in the settings it was set for today, but it just started yesterday and we were fishing on the river nearby, so I couldn't even just spontaneous get on stream there, so what a weird day. Hey YouTube Surgeon General, how are you doing? I have to catch up again with my Discord messages and stuff. I'm just so, I don't know, for about 2 weeks I could sleep the whole day, and I almost do. When I don't set an alarm, I will sleep until 2 p.m. which is not good, by the way, but I'm so tired all the way day. Yeah, Elon, that's true. I don't like fish, but my boyfriend loves fishing. He's a carp fisher. I think that's how you say it, and he loves it. We're breeding carps and other fishes, I don't know in English, in the pond and lakes in our garden. And yes, I don't eat them. Call him Jenny from the ice block, Jess. I don't know what you mean by that. Maybe it's just my brain. And Elon, I will tell her. I almost forgot Mother's Day, like every year. I don't know, I don't have the memory to get the whole days because our Mother's Day was yesterday. But I know in different countries there are completely throughout the year. It's so weird. There's been no drama for more than a day. Woohoo! Yeah, absolutely. I know it's a J-Lo reference, don't get me wrong, but I don't know why? But I tell you that that has nothing to do with you. It has all to do with me, because I'm just weirder as usual. I hate fish. Well, then you don't have to eat any. Eating fish is my favorite way of showing how much I hate them. Yeah, Sable Eagle, that is absolutely... Oh, Trans Girl, you mean this? I really loved it. It is from a kind of Chinese clothes store, Romwe is it called, and I so like it because it's YouTube algorithm friendly and it fits to the whole debunking stuff. Ah, it's me, Mario. It is possible that it's also always the first Sunday of May, but I have no idea because I have always to Google it. Most of the time I see it on Facebook when other people start getting ads for Mother's Day and stuff, but it's not my thing to think about all of this. I have to set always an alarm for birthdays in the family because I just can't remember. Thank God my mom remembers for all of us. Last Sunday in March in the UK. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's so different in different countries. I think it was when someone in the UK said, oh, it's Mother's Day, and I panicked for a second and had to Google because I thought I had forgotten Mother's Day again. It's weird when you have people in your audience that are from all around the globe, and when you can't remember when important days are happening. I always panic so bad. Somebody knows how it got all out of hand. Yeah, Transgirl, I think Simon Dan knows by now. And it's awesome. How cool is it that so many people, yes, I think, made these videos. And they're doing really good. You get so many hits on those videos compared to other videos. Hi, Primonome, Ultimonome. I am getting better at pronouncing your name. Americans don't know when Mother's Day is. Okay, Aisha. Aisha? That's another person that should send me a voice clip of how to pronounce the username. He did it on purpose, and well, I'll believe you did ask. Sorry. Thank you so much. I was just wanting to get a little bit more summer vibes. The last week it was so cold here in our apartment. At times we just had about 16 degrees Celsius, and yesterday, bam, summer, 29 degrees. I wasn't prepared for that, like Kent Hovind would say, but now I am in the summer vibes. But the camera sadly won't display the colors as much as they are. It's almost neon colors on this dress, but I like it. Isa. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, for me as a German, it's almost impossible to pronounce every word correctly, because we in Germany, we have just in the basis of the language a complete other way of pronouncing certain words. Okay, thank you, Aisa. I hope I will remember. No, I'm sorry, but Fahrenheit is such a weird... On what is it based on? Water with salt added to it when it melts and gets solid, right? When it freezes. I think something like this. Most English speaking people have issues with as well. Lol. Okay, then it's good to know that I'm not the only one. Hey, the plateau. Thank you for being here. I wanted to ask all of you, did you see my last video? Oh, hi, Frank being Frank. We Dutch have that too. You can always hear if a Dutch person is speaking English. Yes, of course. But especially with names, with certain words, I don't care if I pronounce some of them wrong. But with names, it's, I don't know, a little bit different for me. I have to say Fahrenheit makes no sense to me. Celsius makes sense. Yes, Aisha, thank you. Thank you. Because I think it is salted water when it freezes. Yeah, most of American units are so weird. It's a miracle that you Americans have not made up another unit for seconds and hours. Just wait for it a little bit. I will dissolve in water and then freeze. Yeah, that freezing point is something we all use as a reference point every day, isn't it? What? What did I miss? Sociopathy is surprisingly free of issues. What did I miss? I'm sorry, Fallhammer, but if America will start having different units for time, then you get my respect. By now, I will just say, hey, what's wrong with you? Because the inch and feet and miles thing is so hard to calculate. Wasn't it 5,280 something inches are in, no, feet are in a mile or something like that? Just use the metric system. 1,000. It's so easy. It's so weird. Oh, hello, Mr. Muller. How are you doing? We now have Moonions and Sukans for our time units. Probably. Isn't the US the only country in the world still using imperial? Yes, I think the UK uses imperial too sometimes, but they use also stone instead of kilograms. I don't know. When I was a tool mechanic, we had one time plan for a machine from America, and the bigger things, or the bigger numbers, were in inch, and then it went down 1/3 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch, and then just like this, there were millimeters in it, and it's so confusing. Just stick to one, and with inches to go in the space of millimeters. It's so stupid. Why not just stay? I measure stupidity in Riley's. That's a good unit. But how many Rileys are there? What's the max of stupidity? Hey, Adam! Because it makes us feel that we don't weigh so much. But Adam, what stone? I have to Google at some point where this comes from, because with meters and Celsius, they're always things as the basis of the unit. And I really want to know which stone they said, okay, that's our measurement for weight. For weight now. I want to see that stone. Gotta hit the hey folks. Have a great day. Love you all my friends. Also, Jesse, check your. I will check it. Bye, Sean. Good night. 1 stone, 14 pounds. Sure, but why? Nathan is the base unit of stupidity, probably 10 Rileys. Oh, okay. We have to get a kind of chart with the units of stupidity. We have to do it like we have this thing, it was called table book, would it be translated, where all the formulas and all the statistics and facts you need for your job, in my case was it 2 mechanics, and there was everything listed and a table with all the units you can how to change them. And I really want this stupidity chart. Hey, you could do merch out of it, kind of, maybe. I'm Irish and Brian embarrasses me enough to use him as a unit of measurement. Oh yeah. I have to say the Renty and Brian debate was so good. Renty was a champion in this. You could really see with everything he knew before Brian started talking, he knew what his argument will be and how to debunk it. He really, really did an awesome job. I was really impressed. Hi, Demon Orb. How's the heterosexual flag coming along? I really want one. Trans girl, I have it posted on my Discord server, and I have to reach out to Irish Demon because we thought about making a merch collab together with his logo, my logo, and in some kind of way to have design in the heterosexual flag, if you guys are interested, of course. So if you want to have some just the file, I can send it to you, no worries. And if you want it on something, let me know, because I am on it to use my logo for some kind of merch, because I've been asked quite a few times. So just let me know. Huh? X-Penguin 95. I'm not Jessica G. Just if there was any confusion. I'm another Jessie. I can pick on issues. Metric is the most logical and easily calculated. Still baffled the biggest holdouts for Imperial are the only that got on the moon. But I think I read something where there was a problem with some kind of space flight agency. I just assume it was NASA because America, where there were problems for calculating certain things because they switched between imperial and metric system. I think I read something a while ago. Yeah, Trans Girl, there should be a link in the description for my Discord server, and I have a file or a flag, but we can do multiple flags. Flags, not flex. Oh, thank you, Mr. 42. Best man. That's so cool. I really, really like when you guys have ideas for certain things, because I'm not that creative. I have certain ideas, but I'm not creative and artistic enough to put them into reality. That was the first Mars lander probe, I believe. John Rep, that's... Sable Eagle, I'm so confused. If our Jessie here was Jessica G, she'd be Jessie Gen 2. And a Gen 2 is a penguin. Does she look like a penguin? No, so she's not Jessica G. You have been logicked. I love it so much. I got an invalid message. Let me just check. Oh, wrong thing. Yeah, Jessie can't creativity. There was a time in my life where I was very creative, but that time is a little bit over. Let me transgirl. Does the link in the description for the Discord server work? If not, I will go in the Discord server and send you another link. Hello, Microraptor. How are you doing? Imagine where we could go if they used metric. True. Imagine how much time you would save when people just knew how to when they just knew how to my brain, I cannot think about two things at the same time in the moment. Oh god. Yeah, Mr. 42, the link for you works perfectly fine because you are a member of the Discord server. So please let me know if the link, there you go, perfect. Because sometimes these links just won't work. They go to Mars with metric, yeah. Let me just look for the word I'm searching. Convert. My brain is just not working. What I wanted to say was, imagine how much time you could save if people just knew how to convert the metric system, because it's way easier when you just use 1,000. It would be so much cheaper to do stuff when you think about the time saved, right? I just don't understand why, especially in America, they hold on to this old system that is knowingly more complicated than the system the rest of the world uses. It takes more time and therefore it costs more money to do things because you have to calculate way more. Thank you, Isa. Yes, brains are overrated. But I have to say, I was part of a clinical trial, or it wasn't a clinical trial, of a study where they studied borderline personality disorder. It was a great thing. I was basically for a week in an MRI scanner, and this neuroscientist, she came after the first MRI scan. She went to get me and said, "Hey, do you want to see your brain?" And I was like, sure, I want to see it so I can tell other people that I do have a brain when they try to convince me otherwise. And we got into the room and it was so cute because she said, "You have such a beautiful brain." And I told her that no one told me before. And she said, "My brain looks like a brain in the textbooks." Because the two hemispheres were perfectly symmetric. I have this beautiful creases in the brain, and she said she, as a neuroscientist, has a very ugly brain, and the other people when she was studying were bullying her because she had an ugly brain, kind of. And I think it's so cute when a neuroscientist gets to you to compliment how beautiful your brain is. I think it's something special. Oh, hi, just call me Avi. Doesn't every brain kind of look like a dried walnut? At least that's how I think of it. But I have a very beautiful brain. And the funny thing is, I told it my mom when I got out. I called her and said, Mom, she told me that my brain is beautiful. And she laughed and said, hey, you got that from me. Because when she was in an MRI scan, they told her too that her brain was very beautiful. Elon Musk, yes, a brain in a book would be flat. True. Unless it's a pop-up book. Yes, you like me. Fluffers have a flat brain, causing the lack of 3D thinking. Absolutely. But I might venture to say that they don't have a brain. They are the best proof that being brain dead won't cause death immediately. I am in transitioning and my shrink told me I'm more stable than he is, lol. At least you know what you want to be when you get older, he said. That's true. I think it's important to try to find something positive in everything. And I know it's easier said than done. Don't get me wrong, I know this, but even with my BPD, I think I have an advantage in certain places in my life, because the fact that emotions, or the emotions I experience, are more intense than in healthy people. I think it's a pretty cool thing when I am in love, or when I'm just happy, and all these positive emotions, they are more intense also, and I think that's a very good thing, at least for me. So seeing a positive in everything should be the basis to start getting in touch with yourself, if that makes sense. Let me just catch up a little. The Mexican Bob. Mine is more like a raisin in both shape and size. I don't believe that. As long as you don't believe in flat earth or COVID denying and stuff, your brain is perfectly fine, I am pretty sure. My brain looks like a B-17 Flying Fortress. For me too, but that was all due to the fact I was denying who I really was. I can't imagine that must be really hard. I mean, I cannot imagine to the extent, of course, but denying who you really are, I can identify with to a certain degree, because I always thought I have to kind of fit to other people. That's why no one liked me growing up, because I changed the way I am depending on with which people I was, because I didn't know who I am or if I wanted to be me. I had to learn that in therapy, and now I'm perfectly fine with who I am, but I really had to learn this because I didn't know who I was. All my emotions, my thoughts, my opinions, I always questioned them, because I thought maybe what I think or what I feel isn't appropriate in that case. And that must be just a fraction of what you had to go through. So I'm happy for you that you're happy now, or at least happier, I hope. The plane itself, or how that would fit in my head. Stuart Harding, absolutely. Sometimes I think I'm a genius, then my brain farts and I learn something. Yeah, like to think of myself also as what was it called? Why do I do this? Like stupid smart, kind of. I can be very smart, but I can be very, very stupid. But I think that's just human. Look, Rob Parks, just don't hang it on. I wanted to ask you something. Have you any wishes for future videos aside from debunking? I'm more talking about my commentary uploads because I want to do more of them, first of all. And I was thinking about doing more like the commentary, more the commentary videos in the context of more documentary style, more in depth about, for example, certain people. I plan now 2 videos on Gabby Hanna because she's at the moment a train wreck, and I cannot decide if I feel for her, if I pity her, or if I just hate her for what she's doing. And I think it's a very interesting case, but I wanted to know if you guys would like to watch those videos where I have some more factual videos about maybe certain people or channels or whatever, and a little bit sprinkled in there, for example, those Reddit videos, and a little more lighthearted stuff. I want to be more, or have more variety on my channel, if that makes sense. Oh, thank you, trans girl. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, YouTube search in general. Oh, I can pity hate. Hey, Colin, no worries. I can keep going for... Can keep going. I think that was a sentence. For quite a while. And later, please. I think, Adam, when was it? I think 9 p.m. UK time, I will be on Limey Play's channel. Limey Play's channel. I always mess up the S. And we will stream a little bit, have some adult beverages, and have a great evening, I think. Oh, hi, Lady Demon. Just want to thank you guys for supporting Sean. He's been going through absolute hell this week, and I know he appreciates your support. I'd love to do a stream with you, Jessie. Oh, I really would love to. Please let me know. I am there. I don't care when, how, I'll be there. That would be so cool. And of course, we are there for Sean. He's one of my first friends here on YouTube, and I just love him. Hey Dora, how are you doing? Welcome, Mr. 42, I think. Yeah, we wanted, he wanted to do a WEC on young earth creationist or something like this. Yes, John Rep, sexual videos are on another platform, but I won't do any of them. Oh. True, just call me Avi, depending on what you call sexy. Thank you for sticking a little bit here, Aisa. Have a nice one, just in case I end the stream before you come back. Very happy to be. What? Thank you, beautiful. You all mean the world to him and me by extension. Seeing his happy face after streams and reading comments makes too so happy. Thank you so much for sharing this and for just being who you two are. You guys are just amazing, and we want to help you guys as much as you helped us with everything. I can, for example, speak for me. I love Sean's videos. It always gives me a little escape of what I'm going through in that moment, and I hope we get to see both of you at some point. I don't know if you know, but my boyfriend and I were invited to visit you at some point when you're back in Ireland. And what software do you use for screen capture? Was thinking of starting content for next week, thanks. I use Streamlabs OBS. It's amazing for screen capture or streaming. You can use it in both ways, and it's very easy to understand. I didn't need much time to kind of get how things work, and it's free. Yes, Microraptor, at least one person apparently finds Jessie's friend sexy. I find it sexy too, so no problem. Lady Demon, please give him my best. You guys are amazing. Dora's here. Our average IQ just went way up. Of course, Dora is amazing. That would be awesome to have you guys come visit. Yeah, of course, and the same is for you when you guys want to come to Germany at some point. When we moved into the house, we have a guest room, because that is what I wanted to have since I was little. I always wanted to have a home where I have a guest room, where when people are visiting, I can say, of course you can sleep here in our guest room. I don't know why, but that is for me the embodiment of I'm a grown-up. I like the way Jessie said she doesn't make 6 videos and drank from a cup without using the handle. There is no handle. You really think I'm that stupid? I want to move to Germany. Can you drink beer in public there? Of course, Stuart. Beer is in Germany like bread. We have this saying where we say 7 beer are the same like a schnitzel. I think from calories and some vitamins and minerals in it. So it's very important for us. Lady Demon, take care everyone. Getting super late here. You'll see me much more when we get back to Ireland and I have more time. I hope we will see more of you, and I wish you a good night and take care of both of you. Bye bye. So you guys have a great night. I'm going to move to Germany. Germany is great. We have our problems, but we have beer, and you're allowed to drink everywhere, basically. What are adult beverages? Everything where there is alcohol in it. And here, everyone in the chat, Adam from Limey Play has shared his link for the stream later, where I will be too, and I hope to meet all of you there, because we will be drinking. Speaking of drinking, and yes, I know, it's Dutch beer. I told my boyfriend that I am German, and I always tell people how great German beer is, and all the time I'm just drinking Dutch beer. Bye bye the plot hole. Have a fun work day, if there is such thing. Frank being Frank, I'm a tequila man myself. I love tequila, but tequila doesn't love me. And by the way, everyone, when we hit 1K, I have a very special stream planned, because I have many special guests, big and small ones, and we want to play some drinking games and getting hammered on stream. So hope we hit the 1,000 soon, because it's gonna be great. I'm sorry, trans girl, but it is Heineken. I really like it, I have to say. I like, in German it's the Pils beer. I really just like it, but Heineken is cheaper than most, or the good German beers. Like, I love Tegernseer or Augustiner. They're amazing Bavarian beers. Yes, Archangelus Lunai, it's Heineken. The Mexican Bob, biggest must be me. I can tell you, for example, it's Sean will be there, Irish Demon, Schrodinger's Cat, Team Skeptic, and some more. Let me play. It's gonna be really cool. Getting hammered with those people was last week. Totally fun. And maybe Wednesday in a week I maybe will be again on Whiskey Wednesday. Stuart, pot at the moment isn't legal, but they are in the process of legalizing it. I, for example, get THC oil from my doctor. For medical reasons, it is legal. You have to just apply for it, kind of. I even get it. I don't have to pay a cent for my THC oil, but we're in the process. It's getting there. My Pride Week beer is London Pride, just for the name. That sounds great. Never heard of it, but Rob Park's much more into Belgian beers. I think once I tried it, and it wasn't bad. What I really hate is Guinness. I'm so sorry, but I cannot drink it. Wow, it hurts me. You don't drink one of the glorious local beers. As I said, the glorious local beers are way more expensive. And we Swabians have the reputation of being, what's it called, stingy? We don't like to spend money. I rather drink not as good beer that costs less. I hate to run, but I gotta sleep. Okay, thank you so much for being here, Frank being Frank, and have a good night. Cheers. Just visit one of our coffee shops. You can get coffee there too. True. We should all meet up somewhere like Schlitters or Stummerberg and find out whether Zillow Schwarz is still good. I have no idea what you're talking about, Cybo. I'm Irish and despise Guinness. Thank God. When I was at my last retraining course, Fridays in the midday break, we always drank a little bit of beer, but all the time they just bought Guinness, and it's so disgusting. I just can't. I'm sorry. I don't know how people can drink it. I don't know how people can drink warm beer. Ugh. It has to be cooled. Cool beer. Team Skeptic drinks like James Bond. Shaken is a bruised and watery way to serve a martini. But he streams like crazy. Last Whiskey Wednesday, I think after 4 hours, I was like, hey, I have to go to bed. It was 7 a.m. here. And when I woke up, he was still streaming. He was streaming for, I think, 15 hours straight, and he was hammered. We met the day after at Schrödinger's Cats 80K stream, and he literally said he was sitting there with boxer shorts and one sock on. He was out of order. Who in chat will be Jessie's designated driver after Limeys and her streams? Designated driver. Why? Why driver? John Scott Jessie, just to be clear, I'm as Dutch as Mr. 42 is, but still live in the Netherlands. I just assumed after your comments about Netherlands. I always want to say Holland, but I heard Holland is a name you guys don't like. I don't know. Warm beer. Camping equals warm beer. Not really, Stuart. We have like dry ice always with us, and we have a camping bus with a refrigerator in it, so we always have cold beer. What, Mr. 42? How about the white beer in order to the small town of fucking hell? What? Yeah, basic trigonometry. Whiskey Wednesday is for me Whiskey Thursday, because I live in the future. Holland is part of the Netherlands. I got always so confused because in Germany we don't say Netherlands. We only refer to the Netherlands as Holland. I think I never heard a person saying, hey, let's go to Niederlande. It's so rare people say this. We have a white beer called Korenwolf. That's not that bad warm, so it was my choice when doing festivals. That makes sense, Webbart. That makes sense. So what does die Niederlande? Yeah. Again, in German, it's most of the time Holland. We refer to Holland to the whole country of Netherlands. And I know it's not correct, but that's the German way kind of saying it, the ignorant way. I mean, come on, everyone calls us Germans and we call us Deutschland or Deutsche. The country is Deutschland. You always take another word for us too, so we can do this too, okay? We're even now. That should be Mittwoch mit Whisky and Donnerstag mit Donner und Blitzen. Mein Kopf tut mir weh. That's actually perfect. Maybe we can do this. Oh, I have two. Oh my god. So, accept the Dutch Jesse. We do it correctly for you. Please return the favor. I will, 100%. As I said, in English, I just call it the Netherlands because I know in English that's correct, but I will do my best to even refer to it as Niederlande in German, I promise. It's really weird to think about that some country or city names are changed in different languages. I think that's so weird to me because country or anything else should be the same in every language because that's the name for the country or city. I just don't get it that München is in English Munich. No, it's München. I'm Canadian, don't ever call me American. Stuart, no. I had this discussion too with Brainy Beaver because I called him American because I always differ between American and US Americans. It's different. The continent is America, so all of you are Americans. but the other peeps are the US Americans. They just like to think they're the only Americans. Let's be real. They do think sometimes that they're the only people in the world. And Munich in Polish is Monachium. What? And by the way, hello, Martin. Sorry for not being able to be long today. Good to see you. Good to see you here too, and I hope you feel a little bit better. It's also a bit our fault with Frau Antje and all real cheese from Holland. Yes, I think that is how it started, Transgirl, with the Frau Antje thing. American Light. That is great, Inquisitor Bacon. Hi, Elmexi, I think Elmexi or iMexi, and Simon Spencer. Hope all good. Hope didn't miss much. Just got here. No worries. We're just chatting. We were talking about beer and that Holland is offensive to Netherlands. No, I'm joking, but we're talking about the right terminology for certain countries and stuff. Yes, Mario, true. Mexicans are Americans. But Americans, US Americans, should start off thinking of themselves as US Americans and not just Americans. No, you're not American. Of course, Stuart Harding, you are from the continent American. You are Canadian American. But still people would think you are a Canadian living in America. But I understand why you want to differ those two things. Really, Jaybirds? There's even a United Mexican States. Wow. I have to say, I read a Tumblr post a few years back where someone said, if you are white, you shouldn't speak Spanish because that's cultural appropriation for Mexicans. Completely disregarding the country of Spain. This whole cultural appropriation and not offending other people is getting a little bit out of hand at some point. Oh, we can't even get Köln right here. We call it Cologne and spell it Cologne. See, when I read it like this, I go to the French word Cologne. I don't know why. Yes, trans girl. Germans are Dutch too. We're both Europeans. Oh, that's so confusing and so accurate. Real people are all Europeans. No, I'm sorry, Mario. I have to disagree. Real people are only the ones with PhD. I really don't get it. Why are cities or the city names different in different languages? It's like names. My name is Jesse. When I go into a different country, my name is still Jesse. Why do I... Okay, Jesse, not as much in that case, but there's so many names you have to change kind of when you go to another country. And I don't get it. Names for people and cities, countries should be the same, right? She lives on the ISS. Oh, Microraptor, I would love to. I want to be lying to you in the case that I would live on the ISS. Post hoc delusions? Because that big building is colonial, that was built by the French, something Charlemagne, I think. Ah, that makes sense. Because we just can't do things right. Yeah, Sable Eagle, right. Also Wien, which is Vienne in French and Vienna in English, because we just can't do things right. Yeah, but I have to say, we Germans do this all the time too. And since I speak so much English, when I have my German brain turned on and I speak to German people with some words from English, I get so many weird looks because I try to pronounce them in English then. Or when we sing happy birthday to people, people always sing it in German English, in Denglish. And I hate it, and I try to pronounce it, or I do pronounce it in English, but I'm always the only one. And it grinds my gears. I hate it so much. Trans girl, then say Amsterdam. Amsterdam? I don't think... Yeah, in German it would be Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Yeah, in English. The whole pronouncing thing is so weird. Not true. In the country, Jesse is pronounced El Presidente. True. True. I have to agree. And you cannot go wrong with El Presidente. You can pronounce it how you want. You don't have to say Jesse, just President, Presidente. No worries, it's always good. We should just all speak Esperanto. Amsterdam. But since we don't have prepositions in Polish, it's just Haga. Really? You don't have prepositions? Amsterdam. I think Amsterdam is pretty cool. Let me just go here for a second. Oh, no. Oh, God. I'm sorry. But what kind of... How do you pronounce Häagen-Dazs, or is it Häagen-Dazs? Because we just say Häagen-Dazs to the ice cream. How would you pronounce it properly? No, we don't in Esperanto. It doesn't help that much. And it's a Polish invention, says with Mr. Ah. When I learn English, when we can learn the superior American. In Germany, it's weird. The first years when you learn English in school, you learn British English. And I think starting with high school age, kind of, because we have a different system of schools, but kind of with 14, 15, we started to learn American English, and certain things are different. Don't ask me why they do this. I think it's so stupid, but we learn both. Ice cream is glass in Swedish, so Häagen-Dazs glass. Sounds so fun to say. Oh, I have to say there's some Swedish words, or Swedish sounds so cute to me. I think I like Swedish. I like languages in general. Things are different. They are wrong. True basic trigonometry. So, what did you guys think of yesterday's video? Oh, hi Blue Marble Science. Wow. Hello. Häagen-Dazs. Oh, thank God we Germans can do something right. When Americans pronounce soldier, they turn into a swear word. Soldier? We're almost as cute as your brain. Yeah, my brain is cute and beautiful. And I got that told from a scientist, a neuroscientist, so it does mean something. Hey, Marvel Science! Did you guys watch yesterday's video about the Philippine people that put down their dog? I think that was such a horrible, horrible thing. They even did a fucking photo shoot. how would you do this? More science, blah, 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 blah. While we're on a topic, do I detect the German close other background for you? What? Huh. I wasn't up to learning about dog murders. Sorry, nothing against you, but maybe it was not for. Oh, totally fine, Rob Parks. No worries. It is a hard topic. But if you guys don't want to talk about it, completely fine. No worries. Because I don't want to bring stress to my viewers. You know what I mean? So at least they didn't eat the dog in Korea. If you can't take the animal, they eat it. Really? Just call me Abby. I always thought that is just a myth. And that happened maybe years ago, but not today. But not sure, to be honest. It's horrible. I wouldn't even think of anyone doing anything remote to this. Yeah, and they didn't properly train their dog. They admitted themselves. They didn't train them in the right way. They used their Yorkshire Terrier to kind of tease the other dog, Bowser, and really trans girl. I know of it because my whole YouTube feed is full of them at the moment. Jaybirds, no Koreans eat dog. Oh, really? I have to say, it's just a cultural thing. For other people, they would say, oh my god, how could you eat cows? They're, I don't know, holy, or just a different animal, kind of. It's just a cultural thing, which animal is fine to eat and which not. I think we shouldn't be the ones talking about, oh, how horrible it is to eat a dog while we eat other animals. Why is it morally okay to eat this animal and not the other? It's just a learned behavior. Dog walker, 100% agree. To be honest, I might have eaten a snake when I was in China, or the only restaurant in the vicinity that had pictures in the menu. I have to say, I don't eat much animal products anymore because I just don't want to. The other products, the replacement products, are very good. This Beyond Meat and stuff, that tastes so freaking good. Why would I want to eat meat that is morally horrible? And as I say, I wouldn't be in the position to say, oh my god, how could you eat a dog, when I eat animals daily too? Where's the difference? Just because we are taught to love this animal and eat this animal, it's not better or more right than love this animal and eat the other. You know what I mean? There's not a difference. And it's so hypocritical for people to say, oh, how could Koreans eat dogs? How could you eat pigs or chickens and all of that, you know? I think it's hypocritical. I am the same way, by the way. This is not a call out of anyone. I am guilty of this too. I like bacon. And I miss it. And I am not vegan completely, but my diet is mostly vegan, let's say this. But vegan is strange, but I don't like the extra meats. Absolutely, just call me Avi. Those extremists were the reason why I never thought about going vegan, because I just hated those people because they're so fucking stupid. But at some point I was like, yeah, but it's the same with feminism. I'm a feminist. My boyfriend is a feminist. Feminism isn't a bad thing. Extremists are stupid. but it's always that the extremists represent the whole group. Look at Muslims. People always say, oh God, they're all terrorists. No, they're not. It's just the extremists. And that is the case with every group of people. Don't mind anyone being vegetarian, eat what you want to eat, just don't pray about it. Yes, trans girl, absolutely. Absolutely. I still eat meat every now and then, but once a week, maybe less. And I, for myself, think it is morally better to not eat meat. I really think it is, but I still do it every now and then. But that is my decision. I, even before, could acknowledge that being vegan is what I think, but that's just opinion-based, the better way of doing things. But that doesn't mean that everyone has to do it and I have to go around and scream murderer to people that eat a burger. That's the thing I think that happened to me in Afghanistan. I used to really like bacon, but twice I've come back to the UK and Manchester Airport, grabbed a bacon sandwich for breakfast while waiting for the train home and got food poisoning. Oh, wow. That's horrible. It doesn't matter if they're Muslim, Christian, vegan, etc. Yes, and again, there's so much to it. I really think to eat meat is okay. I really don't like people that eat meat every day in every meal they take in, basically. That's what I think is too much. It's not healthy. Just not even when you think about the whole vegan thing, it's not healthy to eat so much meat. That's why I told my boyfriend, because he was scared when I said, hey, I want to eat mostly vegan. And he was like, but do I have to? And I said, no, of course not. But he eats many things with me because at some points he can't even tell the difference. The company, the vegetarian butcher, these chicken nuggets, and yes, it's vegetarian, not vegan, many of the things, but the chicken nuggets from them taste better than the real chicken nuggets from a German discounter. And my boyfriend ate them and said, wow, they're really good. We could buy them more often. And he didn't believe me when I told him that there's no meat in it. Just call me Avi. Try telling that to Team Skeptic. He lives in Texas and they eat more meat than any other state in the US. Yeah, I know. In Germany even, it's hard at times to see how much meat people eat. Especially my boyfriend's family, they eat so much of it. And so much fatty stuff. And they always think when they want to lose weight, they always go, okay, then we just eat rice, chicken, and salad. That's not how a diet should work. Yeah, currywurst. I love currywurst. I still eat it at times, but Blue Marble Signs, I mostly eat vegan animals. I think that should count, right? Yeah, sure. I was most of my life also anti-vegan, because everything, when there's a hype around something or people get very into one thing, I'm always the person that says, no, I'm not like the others. Stupid, I know. But it's so dumb to try to force that on people. That was when Nathan Thompson was texting me on Instagram. At some point there was this question, so you are vegan? And I said, yeah, kind of. And he was so surprised that a globe hat could be vegan. And he is the animal abuser. Vegan or not, forcing your dog to eat vegan is animal abuse. Point blank. Jaybirds, I've never seen anyone obsess more over the flavor of meat than vegetarians. Yeah, but many people said they would go vegan or vegetarian because it is better for the environment and health, but they don't want to miss out on the flavor of meat. And I think it's cool that we are now in a time where people can mimic the taste of meat so much that you can go vegan without missing out on the flavor and the meals in itself. You can go have a barbecue completely vegan and some people wouldn't even notice. And I think that's a good thing. And Nathan T, yes, he's an abuser, not just animal abuser. Yeah, absolutely. But people abuser, most people can clap back at him, but his dog cannot. That's why I have a bigger problem when he talks to kids and he treats his dog. These are my biggest problems with him, because the rest, when he talks shit about me or you, we can clap back or we can ignore it, but the animals cannot, and I hate it. Yes, I agree. Vegan activists went into a McDonald's and attacked the staff. The staff jumped the counters and brawl started up. Took 10 police officers to break up the riot police. Just call me Abby. That is so... I hate those people because they giving the whole vegan thing such a bad name. But again, these are the extremists. What do these people think would happen? Do they really think they go into a McDonald's doing this shit that the people in there say, well, maybe they're right, don't want to eat my burger anymore and go home and never eat meat again? That's not how shit works. I don't get it. Never go full petard. Nathan Thompson feeds his dog onions. They are poisonous to dogs. Really? He feeds him onions? Oh, that's so horrible. Jesse too. When he talks about me, I can make fun of him anyway. Absolutely, Martin. The same when he was talking about me on Irish Demon stream. Hey, that's how I got the title of president, so I'm good. Yeah, trans girl. Vegan extremists are the 1A auditors or First Amendment auditors of food. Absolutely. It's always the extremists that make things bad. It's the same. There was this one woman a few years ago who took bleach and threw it on people or men's crotches in the train or subway when they sat there with the legs spread out like this. How do these people think they would do any good with that shit? I really, really don't get it. How do you think that would be a good thing? Please. Oh, that is a video I want to do in the future. I don't know. Does any one of you know the YouTuber Yogi Opes? Boy, is he an asshole. Oh, this is gonna be a great video. Let me just... Oh, I'm sorry, Sean. I have to... So cute. I got a super duper chat from Sean and my phone didn't ring. Have to write him or text him after the video stream. Oh, you guys are just amazing. Oh, okay. So, oh, you're grounded. No, more progress than I am with my Blackpool. We had to have not dogs once after a baseball game in respect of our vegetarian player. It didn't go well. I chased a real dog. That's a good one. John. I'm 2 minutes 20 seconds into my video. I'm roll. Maybe she's never seen what's between a guy's legs. Try sitting with a cantaloupe between you. Oh, that's great. Just call me Avi. That's awesome. But again, when a man sits there with his legs spread so wide, when I'm sitting next to a man in a bus or something, I just ask them to not do this. And most of the people are pretty understanding. You don't have to throw bleach at them. I'm sorry. I really struggle to understand how these people really think that is a good idea. What is the thought they have? Like, hey, I hate when men do this, so I throw bleach at them so they will respect women. I'm sorry, I as a woman won't respect you when you do that shit. People, I hate people. It's hard work. I only got my phone and Android version of AirPods. I don't know. People are weird. So it is okay. Let me just catch up. No, I think I am catch up. Here. Most men spread their legs just as wide as the seat is, though. But according to this one, men should cross their legs all the time. And I know both worlds. Agree, you probably know. And I don't have a problem with men spreading their legs in that way, as long as it's in their seat space. Of course, when the legs go onto my seat, then I will say, hey, could you please not do this? And it's 90% of the time, it's good to just ask them, hey, please don't do this. And most of them say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't think about it, or I didn't notice I did this. So no need for bleach. Inquisitor Bacon, the people who go to these extremes don't care what they do to people who disagree with them, because they see anyone, not them, as enemy and evil. Yeah, totally. Look at the whole in English, I don't think, yeah, but you can think of them as QAnons. Everyone who won't believe in that is evil. Oh, hi David Oliver. Welcome, hope you're good. I thought bleach was Trump's idea, and I admit I might be careless at times, but just a word is enough. Yeah, sometimes you just think about the other people. That happens, and that's okay. Why not just turn around and say, hey, excuse me, can you please? You're in my space. And no one, I guarantee you, 90% of people will say, oh God, I'm sorry, I will stop. Where is the problem? If there is a God, she's a woman. Why did she put the boys on the outside? True. I'm seriously distracted by a new favorite song, the song out of the film Baby Driver. It's called Hocus Pocus. Can't get enough of it. Sounds cool. I think I maybe look into it later. Manspreading. Yeah. I want to do a video about a mansplainer. I hate this guy so much. It's one of them who says, oh my God, women shouldn't tell men how to be men. And in the same video, he tells women how to be women. And he refers to his testicles as testes. That kind of guy. Just call me Abby. It's not the same when your crown jewels are in the way. You need to stand up and rearrange yourself to sit down. This is the reason why Riker from Star Trek stands too close to his legs. I have to admit, never seen Star Trek or Star Wars. I'm sorry, but it is. I think you meant to say ... If there's a god, it's genderless. If there's two gods, there might be a reason for gender. I really don't believe in God. I personally think the concept of God is now stupid, but I respect people who believe in God. My boyfriend does, but not like... He doesn't take the Bible literally. He just believes in something out there, and I can respect that. But I'm sorry, trans girl, please do not unsub. I just always thought, I don't know what it is. Star Trek, maybe. I've seen some episodes, but Star Wars, just, I never was interested in it. I have to admit. Okay, let me Google who Riker is. Riker, Star Trek, Star Wars. I think Google got something wrong here. It's the guy from X Factor. Yeah. Hello? What's happening? Number one, there is something called Pascal's bet. Mechanics will somehow being out there. Yeah, but Martin, that would be more like agnostic. Or is it called agnostic atheist? Kind of where you say, I don't believe in it, but possibly there is. I think so too. There might be. I don't. Yes, trans girl, I was Googling it. Him. Hey, Mr. 42, it's true. He is the guy from X Factor. Leave me alone. Yeah, I think it's more agnostic to say, because I don't believe in God. I really don't think there is a God out there, but I don't know. Who am I to claim that's it? Because we don't know. You cannot prove there is a God. I cannot prove there is no God. Why bother? I like some discussions with people about God. I think it's healthy to do so, but this whole big thing about science wants to disprove God. No, science doesn't care for God. That's just it. My sister actually met Commander Riker. Ooh, cool, David Oliver. 2 or more. The Trek is Star Wars all the way. From my perspective, first of all, you need to live decently, and it doesn't matter if you believe or not. Absolutely. I also think you should be a decent human being. I am what you call a secular humanist, but if belief in God helps you, if you are happy and you do not hurt other people, or you don't use your belief to let other people think bad about themselves, who am I to care about? I don't care. I just hate it because I've been told quite a lot that me having BPD is a kind of punishment because I don't believe in God and all of this. And that's fucked up. Or to say that trans rights and gay rights shouldn't be a thing because the Bible says so, then I think a belief is harmful and shouldn't be a thing at all. But that's again more of the extremer part of belief systems. Precisely. If your religion is hurting other people, there's something wrong. Absolutely. Absolutely. And people should just think about this book they believe in, regardless of it's the Quran or the Bible or some other thing. These are fucking old books, thousands of years old. We are not the people back then. Why should we take it so literal when not even the people back then took it literal? The God in those books contradicts himself all the fucking time. So why should people live exactly after it? I mean, even the fundamentalists like the Mormons and stuff, they pick and choose phrases and verses which one they want to live by and which not. So it's so hypocritical to me. And what I think is the worst thing, in Germany we have that all the time, that people think of the Islam as such a violent religion, because Christianity is not, apparently. And they always say, okay, if you believe in Allah, then you should go all the way. Why you, I don't know, drink alcohol but won't eat pig meat? I'm sorry, but Christians do the fucking same. People are so hypocritical when it gets to other people's religion. You know what I mean? The Christian always say, yeah, you don't eat meat, but you drink alcohol, so you're not really a Muslim. Yeah, okay, so you are not really a Christian because you won't go to church every Sunday, but you think the 10 commandments should be real. It's this hypocritical bullshit that I have a really big problem with. And the word Islam comes from the word meaning peace. This trans girl, the stories in the Bible were written hundreds of years later. Exactly. And always when the people go and say, yeah, but it's God's word. Did God write it? No. And it just doesn't make sense. I think the Bible would be more probable, you know what I mean, that it was written by Satan. Because in the Bible there's so much violence, and violence against women and slavery and all of that, and people like this shouldn't exist, and people like this shouldn't exist, and you should deny who you are, you should deny how God made you. I'm sorry, but that sounds more like Satan than God to me. I've pissed off a good number of creationists by asking them why I should care if their God exists. They don't like that I can't be afraid of hell after years of child abuse were allowed. Absolutely, Inquisitor Bacon. That's why I made these short videos where I calculated a little bit that hell is cooler than heaven according to the Bible. I've had the discussion with a conspiracy theorist and very much a God believer, and in the end he was kind of impressed with me, because he started with Earth is flat and, oh, you don't believe in God, so you must be detached from your emotions, and because I believe in science. And I explained to him that science, like psychology, gets us back in touch with our emotions, and that I do not believe in God, but that doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. And I explained to him how I think of certain things, and for example, he was asking me that I must be afraid of an afterlife, and I said, no, I don't believe in an afterlife. I think it gives me a sense of security to think about that when I die, it's over. I don't believe in souls, I don't believe in any kind of afterlife, and that gives me, I don't know, it feels good to think about it in that way, that when I die, my atoms that made me be me will be reused in completely different ways, and I think that's good. And he at the end was very nice. He said thank you. He said, hey, take care. Don't waste your life discussing with people on the internet. And even he was confused about how easy our conversation got. In the beginning, it was kind of a debate, and at the end, it was just a nice talk. So that happens apparently too. Not quite directly rude. I only learned 3 things from the Bible. Don't sell your best friend out to the cops. Don't sleep with your sister. And don't kill your brother. Words to live by. Absolutely, 100% agree. Inquisitor Bacon, lol, those were some of your first videos I saw from you. Hell was cooler than heaven. Those were great. Thank you so much. It is actually stolen, I have to admit. We have a physicist who is also a stand-up comedian, and that was part of his program. I changed it a little bit, but I thought it's such a neat thing. I think it's pretty cool, and people did kind of like it. So I will finally be able to get a good rest. Afterlife is a good movie. My knowledge of Arabic is very basic, to be honest. Just commonly same here. The evidence presented by Marvel is overwhelming. I believe the quantum realm, like in Marvel's Ant-Man. I really think people should stop taking things so serious. And it's always people who are not really into science, and not just scientists, but also like us, for example, but people who just kind of like science. They use it always as an argument against people who believe in God. And that's not true. Science doesn't care for God. When there's a topic, a scientist will look at it and say, okay, is there a possibility? Is there any kind of experiment where we can prove or disprove this? No. Then why bother? And I think that should be a way to live, kind of. Inquisitor Bacon, I've also met Christians who, like you said, can be very understanding of other positions. My in-laws actually are Christian, wish my wife and I were, but don't actually force anything. That's the same. My family, they are all Christians, but my mom always said, I don't care, you can do whatever you want. And I'm the only one who doesn't believe in God, even from my sisters. And my mom always was like, okay, so you like science, then we read more scientific stuff. I had like science books for kids about astronomy. That was my like night stories, evening stories, what my mom read to me instead of fairy tales. I had some textbooks about astronomy because I just liked it. And all of my family were completely understanding and said, okay, hey, if you don't believe in God, you don't have to. And I think that is where I have the still respect for people who believe in God. I don't understand it, but I don't have to. I even met a physicist who is very Catholic, and he explained to me that he wants to learn more about physics because he thinks of physics as the way God did it. And I think that's a really nice way of looking at it, to bring people together again. I don't know. Yeah, bedtime stories. Thank you, the Mexican ball. That was the word I was missing. Inquisitor Bacon, let me just, if God exists, science can and will confirm and support that. Not really. Because the thing people think about as God isn't something like we know in physics. It wouldn't be the energy we know in physics, and it technically should be outside of the universe. Because if there is a creator, this creator must have created the universe. So for our physics, for our science, there is no way of proving something outside of the universe. I think, at least. In that way, it would be even hard to prove anything from other dimensions. Just waiting on SpaceX to coin building better worlds together. Oh yeah, Avi, absolutely. I still wait for the call from Elon Musk to take me and my boyfriend to Mars. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. I really think that should be more to think about. If you came to this level of understanding the workings of the universe, bring people to blah 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 blah. Yeah, God would be very lonely. True. And that was my question on my first day in school ever, where we had the creation thing of the Bible, and I was like, no. And I explained to the other kids in the classroom that that's not true, that the Big Bang made everything. And then I asked my teacher, and what was God doing before he made our universe, and where does he come from? Does he have parents? Does he have siblings? Those kinds of things. And she told me I had to leave the room, and she later called my mom and said that she was impressed of how I think about religion and how I question stuff, because she said there's some adults not thinking about those questions, and that she should just tell me to shut up during the lesson. But that comes from the Genesis in the beginning anyway. Of course, again, I also have to say I didn't really read the Bible because I didn't care. And that's how I live my life today also. When I don't care, I just cut it out of my life. That's what I have to do with my dad. Not out of not care, but I did cut him out. I cut out so many people because I try to condense my life to things that make me a better person, or that make my life better for me and for the people in my life. And that's also the whole God thing. When there's too much people that really try to punch belief into me, I just cut them out. Bye. Don't need you. God's sister's called Natasha. Explain to me, Mario, please. Unless her name is Cinderella. We live in George Lucas's world. Let be just fairy tales, but the scholarly mod never gets the prince. Mate. Let's not forget at least try what? You can't be the alpha and omega, all-powerful, all-knowing, omniscient, beyond comparison, but still get mad and throw temper tantrums. Yes, J-Words, 100%. That's what I always thought. Hi, Spider's Bite. That's what I always thought. How is it that this huge being that knows everything and can do and see everything is still so concerned about what two adult people do in their bedrooms at home? Or how is it so bad for him that he gets mad if I don't believe in him? What kind of narcissistic being do you have to be? But I mean, I don't know. I wanted to get a little break. I have to go pee pee. Is your phone on silence again? No, it's not on silence, but it doesn't work. Oh, now I got it. I have to unlock it more often because sometimes when it's unlocked, it just doesn't do anything. Thank you, Mr. 42. And without a message, I think. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I have to go pee for a second. I put in the standby screen and I see you in 2 minutes. No, hide. Ooh. There you go. Something is here very wrong. But hey, I'm back. I'm back. I had to go pee pee and then I had a problem with my Streamlabs. I'm hungry, I'm sorry. Martin, what is Skin of Evil? Hi, the Snark. Yeah, the standby screen is starting shortly, but I'm sorry, I'm back. Yeah, it was a short break. It's just a one-room apartment, so I don't have a big way to go to take a Riley. Thank you, Martin. That's why I don't know. Thank you, Colin. But you don't have to. I think I might figure out something myself. You don't have to. I don't want to get anyone more work. So there is not God Almighty one, but we do have the Mighty One. Good. Yeah, kind of. Transcode. I am working on 2 big videos about Gabby Hanna for my commentary videos, and I want to every now and then do more kind of Reddit reviews, so in between, maybe as a 3rd upload per week. So if you have any good Reddits, I would like to. Next one is Awful Taste but Great Execution. And yes, Sable Eagle, those aren't chips, those are corn waffles. Very good. And I'm working on a big flat earth video where I want to talk about how did this weird belief come up, and not like the way, because people always think people in the 1800s and before did all believe in flat earth. No, they didn't. And I want to just do a big, what is flat earth, where does it come from, and why do those people believe in it? Oh, the Mexican Bob. No. People need to stop using Take a Riley. It's only a Riley if you do it live on stream. Ugh. No. The Mighty One. Those are really corn waffles. This is like popped corn, like popcorn pressed into a waffle. Like, you know, rice waffles? That's the same, just with corn. And it's great. Yeah, Martin. And Copernicus, there were people believing in flat earth, but it was a general consensus, kind of, that earth wasn't flat. And yeah, weird. Wasn't STST who said there are more flirts now than there were in... Yeah, absolutely. Because that people believed in flat earth since ever, basically, is a flat earth myth. And many don't know this. Even the Globers. Yeah, I'm corny. They sell the rice version in the supermarket here. I think the cardboard box has more flavor. But I really think they're good. I don't know why. I know they don't have much flavor, even the corn ones. They just taste a little bit like popcorn without anything on it. But I like it. Yes, Trans Girl. This was long a consensus that the globe was in the center of the universe, but a globe. And yeah, as I said, the flat earth myth is that people before the 1900s believed earth was flat. That's just a myth. Yeah, spider spike. I also like my vegan Nutella on it, but sometimes I just like them like this. Because the rice waffles, I don't want to eat too much of them because rice is very arsenic and too much rice isn't healthy. Hi Uwe Klosa, how are you doing? And that's why I switched to corn waffles and I really like them. Martin, that's a cool saying. Ah, Copernicus, yes. Sable Eagle, true, probably. But as I said, I like this more than, for example, just a little bit of chips or something, because it's not as calorie dense. No, web art Nutella isn't vegan. There is dairy in it, which is sad because there are good vegan alternatives that taste pretty good, but it's not Nutella. And yes, Uwe, I am really good. Thank you so much. It is even a rhyme in Polish. That is great. Everything is true when it rhymes to something. The Mexican Bob says the third official vegan Nutella contains trace samples of vegans. Possibly. With palm oil, which is harvested from plantations. Yeah, the palm oil is really, really bad. Hey, it's sad with the whole palm oil shit, but also with the soy stuff. Soy is a pretty good alternative. You can do very much with it. It doesn't taste that bad, but the way it's harvested, and there's so much that is of the Amazonian jungle that gets burned down for palm oil or soy plantages, and that's really shitty. Even if it's the better alternative to dairy products, it's still shitty. Oh yeah, the snark, thank you. As I said, you don't know it because it was in the beginning of the stream. I mentioned that my brain doesn't work in the last few weeks. Yeah, no soy from Latin America. I think the soy milk and stuff I have from Lidl, they're really good, I think. Oh, Martin, I won't try speaking it. Because I wouldn't know where to start. Yes, Dora. I said it for years. The best thing that could happen to Earth and the animal and plants on Earth is when humanity is extinct. The mighty one, I'm also not a vegan. My diet is mostly vegan, but not 100%. At times I just want to have yogurt or a burger, but it's pretty rare, you could say. Nice matching t-shirt and makeup. Must look like a gay drag and pop in your bathroom with all those colors. Hey! No. But thank you, first of all. I like matching my my outfits with my makeup and the other way around. Most of the time it's just when I'm bored. I get so bored that I just want to do something else. That's why I try this graphic eyeliner and stuff in my latest video, because I get so bored about the whole what is cool and okay in makeup. It's so boring, and that's why I try different things for my videos. I really like taking the chance I have with the YouTube videos, because I would never do this fire eyeliner just for going out. Thank you, Spider. I actually started with the whole makeup thing when I had a cast on my hand. And before that, I get called out by old friends that always say that I always claimed I am not good at makeup, I will never be good at makeup, and now I am apparently not that bad at makeup. That's great, trans girl. John Rapp, I'll let you in on a secret. The KT boundary is the result of our dinosaur barbecue. Now we are flattening up the humans. What? My diet excludes everything that went moo, oink, blub, and many more. Yeah, blub, I don't like blub too. But it's just, I don't like the taste of this fishy and sea animal. You have this weird taste with animals that come from the water, and I don't like it. So, cheers. Yes, everything has quarks in it. True. My diet excludes everything that went more like, yeah, absolutely. Try a third time. The thing is, with diet, people make this huge big thing out of it. And I've seen a video by a vegan YouTuber, and she made a video about the family that put down their dog and said, yeah, but it's so hypocritical. People now say, oh my god, how could you? Even though they all eat animals. And yes, I understand the one side of the argument that it's kind of hypocritical, but also let people be mad at those things. It would be worse if everyone will say, oh, they could have just eaten the dog. It's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? People make this huge thing out of, oh, I'm vegan and therefore I'm way better as a human than you. No, you're not. I could eat you, but that's only proverbial. Sláinte. I have to say, I wouldn't have known how to write it or how to spell it, Martin, but I understand when I read it. Let's leave it there. Yeah, spider's bite. I do. I am the same. But on the other hand, I know where the thought of, oh, that's hypocritical comes. Because we had a friend, he gave us some chickens. We wanted to keep them, but most of them were victims to the local fox. But one of them, he said he wants to make nut living and he killed it in the garden. And I said, hey, I eat chicken. I eat much chicken. And for me, for my moral thinking, I said I have to be able to at least watch him do it. Because I think it's so hypocritical of me to say, oh, I cannot watch it, oh, poor thing. But then I go to the store and buy chicken nuggets. But that's a personal decision for me. And I also think it's hypocritical from myself and most of humanity to say, oh, how could you put down your dog? How could people eat dogs? But also we eat other animals. Who decided which one is fine to eat and which not? It's just something you learned. And other people could have learned the other way. So, yeah. Can you send me the heterosexual thing via Discord whenever you get around to it? Don't hurry. Absolutely, I will do it. Transgirl, after the stream, if I forget it, just send me a message. I will do it for sure. And okay, but on the announcement channel on Discord, it should be in there, but it's possible that you would have to scroll way up, so no worries, I will send it to you afterwards. Want to keep my family comes from the village around here. I saw pigs and chickens killed when I was a child, so yes, I can understand it. Yeah, and I think if you eat animals, you should be able to at least watch how they are killed, because I think it's hypocritical. But I am this hypocritical too, but I am at least, I see where it's hypocritical. And that's why I decided to just leave a little bit more meat and dairy products out of my diet more and more, because I think it's hypocritical. Why am I acting like I'm an animals rights activist, but still eat some of them? And we started to say, okay, we eat good meat instead of the bad one. But you have to decide that for yourself. This is nothing someone else can decide for you, and I don't think there should be people going around acting like they're the better people, because they're not. They're just assholes on another part in their life, I am pretty sure. So there was what's happening? Weird. Hey, Savage Highlights. Hope you're good. I am good. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? 3. Hey, Frank being Frank. That's awesome. But you shouldn't finish your kids' homework. No, I'm joking. I know what you mean. We go out of our way and expense to only buy meat from specific ranches and not factory farms. Yes, Jaybirds, that's how we started too. I said I want to eat less meat, but when we do, we get the better meat. And I think that's a good start, because we need a certain amount of meat products in the human diet. If not, you have to take supplements, because it is a part of the human diet technically, but not in the copious amounts people eat it nowadays. But also, if we would use the agrar fields that are now used for food for the animals that are food for us, if we would use those fields to plant wheat and soy and everything, we could feed every human on earth. But to grow, for example, wheat that will be fed to the animals, and we eat the animals, from 8 calories you grow from those wheats. 8 go to, or from 8 of those calories, 1 you end up eating when you eat the animal. So you lose so much calories that you could use to feed people that would really need it, those people that starve in our world. These 7 calories that go missing because of the animals, because we don't eat every single part of them, and they have their own metabolism that uses some energy. That is where I think it is important. It's such a big thing, and I know all these things and I agree with all those things, but I'm still not ready to go completely vegan. I am a hypocrite too in this, I have to admit. Oh, there's no strangled pigeons, the fuck? What? What did I miss? I never liked meat, but it goes worse when my mother strangled a few pigeons. What? Why? The mighty one. I remember for my wedding, witnessing the cow being killed in my wife's country. I had no problem with it, as none of the cow was going to waste. That is true, but and I totally respect that. As I said, when you eat an animal, you should be able to observe the killing of this animal, but I don't think I could. I personally think people should go more vegan because we have the knowledge, we have the technology and the replacement products for meat. And yet still I'm not completely, but I think that would be the morally better thing to do. Maybe at some point I will go through with all of this. I had a plan to breed and sell homing pigeons. It's a genius plan. I could resell them every time they flew home. Ah, that's great. You don't have to be vegan. You can just eat or not eat what you want when you want. Don't label yourself as anything. Thank you, Nimrod. I know, but that's my stance at the moment. I am almost vegan. My diet is almost vegan, and I respect people that go full on through it. But at the moment, I'm just not ready for it, and I think that should be okay. I hunt and fish, but nothing ever gets wasted, even bones. They can be used for artwork. That's cool, Frank being Frank. And I think that should be more respected in our society. If you consume animals, then we should reuse everything of it and not just let everything go to waste, because the amount that is going to waste from our animal, not just consumption, but the industry behind the whole thing, it's actually disgusting. Sorry, when I say slaughter, I mean the process of the warm to cold animal process. Understandable. While I don't get along with much of my family, I can respect them when they go hunting and they try to use as much of what they kill as they possibly can. Yeah, I had this thing, my dad never understood why I like physics and astronomy so much, because he was always like one of them, but we have so many problems on Earth, why we go out there? Because he apparently doesn't seem to get that you can tackle multiple problems at once, and that NASA, ESA, and all of them made so many discoveries and inventions by trying to go out there in space, things we use now every day. So it has a good thing. But family is not a nice topic. Got time to make dinner, homemade soup and sourdough bread. It sounds great. Bye, Dog Walker, and thank you for being here. So what is this? Okay, they might want tea, Earl Grey, hot. I have to. Oops, sorry, I had to go to put something. I have to cook later too. When my boyfriend gets home, I will end the stream. I think in about 30 minutes I will end the stream, because we are making vegan burgers. Because I have some vegan burger patties in the refrigerator, and I want a burger. And I was just too lazy to go grocery shopping. Bye, Dog Walker. Oh, no worries, Avi. You didn't miss much, I think. Can you please stop making Star Trek references when you damn well know I haven't seen it? I feel like an outsider when you do this to me. Mr. 42, I'm pretty sure that was again a reference. I know you too well. I don't want to see it, Dora. I just don't wanna. Okay, thank you, Martin. Thank you so much. And excuse me. I know, Matt. I know so many people say Star Trek is the one thing I would consider watching rather than Star Wars. Because Star Wars, you have to think about, okay, do I watch the movies in the chronologic order or the order where they got publicized? And I don't want to watch an old movie, a new movie, a new movie, then an old movie. It's such a big thing thinking about when you want to start Star Wars. And so I'm like, I don't care. And I don't like these old movies with a bad or not sci-fi, with a bad special effects and stuff. I am a snob when I didn't watch the movies when I was a child, when I do not have this nostalgia and this emotional connection, I don't want to watch it. And that's where I have the problem. That is bullying. Stop it. I love both Star Trek and Star Wars, and simply just you should decide if you want to see them. Thank you. Yes. And I just didn't decide I wanted to watch them. Again, Star Trek maybe, but Star Wars, I don't know. Shots fired. No! Yeah, and when it's so dated, I have or I'm much more hesitant to watch it. That's just Stargate. I did watch some of it at least, but there's so much of it that I just don't like. No. Mr. 42, we're getting some real problems when you don't stop with it. Sci-fi, genre, Star Trek. Yeah, the Orwell I watch every now and then. Not religiously, because I just don't care as much. What are you talking about? Please stop with this fucking references. I won't get bullied into watching Star Wars or Star Trek. I believe you that it's amazing, but I don't want to. I have so many things that I didn't watch that I would be probably way too ashamed to admit it. But when people always go like, oh, you have to, that is so important and blah, 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 then I'm, regardless of if I wanted to watch the movie or the series beforehand, when people go, oh, you have to, and make this big thing out of it, I'm just, no. Same with Lord of the Rings. I watched it, I think, 8 years after it came out, and then I was mad because I really, really liked it and I missed all the hype afterwards. Stop! Vegan potato gratin for dinner with normal cheese. The gratin was 2 for 1, and so was the cheese. Yeah, that's good. I do this too sometimes because vegan cheese is good, but it's not the same. I like, for example, how's it called in English? Parmesan. Oh, I love it so much. But the vegan Parmesan, I don't know, isn't bad too. I always use like nutritional yeast, is it called, with roasted cashew nuts, and that's really good, I have to say. So you don't gotta watch it, reverse psychology. Maybe when you all of you agree now that, oh god, Jesse, please don't watch it, that's so horrible, don't watch it, maybe that will work. I'm giving it all she's got. I agree with you about hype TV series. I have been disappointed too many times. Yeah, and that's, I always just start when the hype is over. And I have to admit that years later I even watched Twilight. But I got peer pressured into it. The bitch I was living at the time, we had just a bitchy flatmate, apartment mate, you know what I mean. And she was like, oh, that's such a great movie. It's not. It's bullshit. I like the YouTube channel Alex Myers. His whole movie and TV series reviews, I really, really like it. If you're going to watch any Star Trek at all, recommend watching In Amongst the Titans in Space first. Okay. I will save that. I've seen some of the new Star Treks. The Picard, was it, I think? And I didn't hate it. Again, but with Star Wars, my stepmom is such a freak with Star Wars, but my dad and we just didn't care. I don't know, when I watch it, I always go like this. like with action movies, when they have a race and the car drives on grass, and then the tires start squeaking. That's not how grass works. The plot hole finger guns in German. Fingerpistolen. Fingerpistolen. I write it here. It's Fingerpistolen. There you have it. Dune sucks, the scents get everywhere. Well, just oops, I was looking at the packaging. The vegan gratin was 2 for 1, and I picked up again one. What? Okay, Nimrod, I have no idea what you tried to say. I was looking at the packaging. The vegan gratin was 2 for 1, and I picked up a vegan one and a non-vegan. Vegan one. No, big brain. Yeah, that happens to me also. The vegan butter I bought isn't actually vegan. Gotta run to the store. Have a great stream. Thank you so much for sticking by, Spider's Bite. I will end the stream soon also, so no worries. Bye bye. Okay, I have to go. Still love how you approach those movies. Bye, Martin. Thank you. And I hope this Friday we will finally be able to talk a little bit German. Been playing modded Minecraft while listening to you. I haven't found a single cow for 45 minutes. That's the vegan talk, Avi. Oh yeah, I want to play more Minecraft too. My best friend and I want to maybe start a server and start streaming every now and then, but I will announce if it's a Minecraft stream so no one of you gets peer pressured into watching Minecraft streams. Yeah, I should leave as well despite the stunning bit. Thank you so much, the Snark, for stopping by. Yes, but the boy you're buttering with isn't actually vegan either, so that's alright. The boy? Vegan butter for lubricating your vegan friends and making them smell like popcorn. Ew! I think the Java version, but I'm not sure. I think I haven't played in a while since I have this fucking thing. Server, but it's modded. Okay. Yeah, this server thing is so stupid that you have to pay for it, and but at least they're not expensive. We could actually do this at some point, that we maybe buy another server where we can play Minecraft together as a community. Then you guys probably won't notice how shitty I am in Minecraft. I mean, I'm shitty in every games just because I don't have the... In German it's Feinmotorik. I don't know what it is in English, but I have not the best coordination with my stupid hand. I have to leave things for the chat, Jesse. You boldly go where no one ever went before. Yeah, to the space where people want to peer pressure me in, and I just am too stubborn to do it. Thank you so much for stopping by, Uwe. Okay, Alexander, was möchtest du denn wissen in Deutsch? Ich kann auch Schwäbisch schwätzen, aber dann verstehen mich wahrscheinlich viele von den Deutschen auch nicht so. Yeah, ich möchte. Okay, you finally made me ready for a long blink. Thank you. Ja gut, okay, the from Uwe that I know, this is a reference I get. Every person that hasn't watched Star Wars or Star Trek knows some of the references. Well, but I'm worse than you on Minecraft. I've played it for a week and just got bored with it personally. It's been so long I can't even remember the account to recover my copy of it. Oh, really? I play every now and then. The problem is when I play 2 days in a row, I have so much pain in my arm. Yes, Minecraft is still a thing. It's getting a thing. I think to some degree PewDiePie started to make it a thing again. But I played it back then and I enjoy to play it today also. Yeah, but if you guys are interested in having a server where we could play together, why not? Would be a cool thing. So I can stream at times with my best friend and we could do this so together. What do you think? That was a simply neological reference, by the way. Oh, Jaybirds, that's cute. Yeah, in my Minecraft world, I just abandoned my old home and built a new one on the mountain right between many different biomes. Really, Frank? Minecraft, even though it has such bad reputation from the kids playing a few years ago, it's still fun. Bye, John Rapp. Good night. But I think I will wrap up the stream soon too. I've been streaming now for 2.5 hours. It's May the 10th, but may the force be with you too. I know that was wrong, but I don't care. Because I know that's the best thing you can do to piss off people that are fans of Star Wars or Star Trek. Oh, that's beautiful. The Mexican Bob. No, I didn't, but I will in my new home because I'm a grown up in Minecraft. Thank you, Jaybirds. It was wrong and awesome. That's story of my life. Wrong but awesome. Oh, okay. Congratulations, Avi, for finding cows, and I will look into Discord after streaming. Bye, Mario. But I will wrap up now here too, because I get tired. And as you guys see, I am getting pretty hungry. And I think my boyfriend has to get home any minute now. But thank you guys so much for being here and for listening me while talking. And I don't know, maybe if some of you had an idea, maybe I can schedule a stream for end of the week where some of you can call in if you are interested, and I will see you at the latest on my Thursday upload. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Where is it? Where is it? Ah, here it is. Okay. Get some point early in stomach. Bye. Oh, Stevie, you're just popping in when I wrap up the stream. I'm sorry. Bye. Here.